I thought it was just an ordinary train. I didn't expect it to be a train to hell, and I was the only one on board who knew all the rules. Want to get off alive? Stay quiet, sit properly, don't move, don't look around. A sharp pain spread across my shoulder, and for the 101st time, I regretted choosing this job far away from home. I had just gotten off the previous train and still had to wait another 3 hours. Train K444 bound for Ashford Station is about to stop ticket checking. Please hurry and enter the station. Ashford Station? Isn't that my destination? Although it was a bit strange why I hadn't noticed train K444 before, waiting another 3 hours felt too hopeless. I immediately opened the app and changed my ticket. Car number 4, at the door stood an attendant in a blue uniform. I had just taken out my ID when she spoke first. Just get on the train first. She handed me a booklet with passenger rules printed on the cover. Remember to sit in your assigned seat. Tickets will be checked on the train after departure. Okay, thank you. I suppressed the uneasy feeling in my heart and hurried onto the train. As soon as I entered the carriage, I heard a sharp argument. Are you being reasonable? Seat 68 is mine. It's clearly written on the ticket. The young girl's face turned red as she looked at a sturdy, middle-aged woman. The woman sat firmly, not even lifting her eyelids. Oh, what's the fuss? I'm already sitting. Aren't there empty seats nearby? Just find one and sit, don't be so rigid. The girl's eyes turned red with anger. She looked around and finally dragged her luggage to seat 62. I withdrew my gaze and found my own seat. Good news, no one took my seat. Bad news, an old woman was lying down, her feet resting on the seat next to mine. A sour smell hit my nose. I instantly regretted changing my ticket. I wanted to switch seats but remembered the attendant's words, so I endured it and sat down. I opened Passenger Rules to distract myself. Rule 1. Please sit in your assigned seat. If you do not have a corresponding seat ticket, the attendant has the right to ask you to leave the train. Rule 2. Do not place items that do not belong to the seat on the seat. Otherwise, cleaners will treat them as trash and remove them. Rule 3. Smoking is prohibited in any area of the carriage. Smoking is harmful to life and health. Rule 4. Please keep quiet and do not make loud noises to avoid disturbing other passengers. Rule 5. When the train stops at a platform, be sure to confirm that the platform name matches your destination. If not, do not get off, because you will not have a chance to get back on. Rule 6. If you have any questions during the journey, you can ask the attendant at any time. But remember that attendants will only wear blue uniforms. These rules looked like ordinary train regulations. At this moment, a voice sounded. Passengers, please sit properly. Prepare your identification. Ticket checking will now begin. The attendant walked to a nearby young man with glasses. Everything seemed normal. Then the next person. Soon it was the turn of the woman sitting in seat 68. Ma'am, please show your ID. The woman impatiently put down her phone and fumbled for her ID. Ma'am, your seat is number 95. This is not your seat. Please get off the train. Get off? Are you crazy? I have a ticket. I just changed seats. She glanced at seat 62. The girl wasn't there. Probably went to the restroom. Please get off. Are you kidding? The train has already started. How do I get off? I was also curious, but I soon found out. The attendant directly opened the door. Outside, scenery sped backward, yet there was no wind inside the carriage. It's so fast outside, how can I? The woman's question abruptly stopped. The attendant's hand suddenly became long and thin, throwing her body out of the train. Then the door closed again. Ticket checking continues. Please remember to sit in your assigned seats. I covered my mouth tightly, cold sweat soaking my clothes. The old woman quickly withdrew her feet, trembling in her seat. A middle-aged man stood up, trying to escape the carriage. The attendant turned instantly, locking her gaze on him. Sir, where are you going? I'm going to the restroom. Please show your ID first. I passed my stop. You don't have a ticket? No, wait, I'll buy one. I'll do it now. Unfortunately, this train does not handle ticket purchases. That hand rose again. The attendant skillfully opened and closed the door. Please keep quiet. Ticket checking continues. The carriage was filled with suppressed breathing. No one dared to move or speak. Soon the attendant came to me. I handed over my ID. After checking, she smiled and returned it. At this moment, the girl came back from the restroom, confused by the silence. "Hello, ticket checking. Please show your ID. Which seat are you in?" "Side 68. The girl hurriedly handed over her ID. "Okay, please return to your seat." The girl was about to sit when she froze. There were blood stains on the seat. "Is there a problem?" No. She stiffly moved towards seat 62. "This is bad. Sitting in the wrong seat is no different from seeking death." Just as she was about to pass, I grabbed her sleeve. "You must sit in your assigned seat," I whispered, staring at the attendant a few meters away. She continued checking tickets, ignoring me. "But there's blood." The girl's voice trembled. The attendant suddenly stopped, turned her head toward us, and only resumed after the girl sat in the blood-stained seat 68. Soon she left the carriage. What is going on?" She leaned toward me and asked softly. I told her everything that had happened. I wanted to pick up the passenger rules again, but it was gone. "Is something wrong?" "Nothing." I instinctively hid the matter of the booklet. Whispers began in the carriage. What is going on? Is that some kind of monster?" A student-looking boy asked weakly. "Yeah, that hand wasn't human," a young mother added. "We board a ghost train?" I whispered. "There are no ghosts in this world." He froze. If not ghosts, then what was happening? A man in a suit took out his phone in panic, then showed despair. "No signal, not even one bar." Fear spread among the crowd. The woman beside me relaxed and stretched her feet out again. At this moment, the man with glasses who was checked first stood up. "Everyone calm down. It seems the attendant only kills those who are not sitting in their assigned seats. No, she kills those who don't follow the rules." I was certain. Why didn't anyone think about the passenger rules? Before I could think further, a strong smell of smoke spread. A man lit a cigarette. "Go smoke at the connection area." 2 people are already dead. Who cares about these stupid rules? My heart sank. Rule 3. Smoking is prohibited in any area of the carriage. Smoking is harmful to life and health. I wanted to warn him but didn't know how. I quickly scanned the carriage and realized no one reacted to the booklet. It seemed only I had it. While I hesitated, the man coughed violently. His face turned red at a visible speed, his eyes frozen in fear and pain. His body slammed to the ground, motionless. Another person died. The carriage became even more chaotic, but no one dared to speak loudly. At this moment, the girl in seat 68 gently tapped my shoulder. "Why did that happen? What should we do?" I didn't know whether to speak. The man with glasses stood up again. "Attendant, are there any special things passengers need to pay attention to?" The attendant slowly walked in and pointed to the wall. "Yes, just follow what all trains require." Everyone looked. A notice was posted. 1. Sit in your assigned seat. 2. Keep the carriage clean. Do not place items on seats. 3. No smoking. 4. Keep quiet. 5. Get off promptly when the train arrives. 6. Ask staff if you have questions. I relaxed. Though simpler than the booklet, it meant I didn't need to step in. Rule 2. Keep the carriage clean. Does this count? He pointed to the corpse. "Don't worry, cleaners will handle it." Soon, a cleaner arrived, stuffed the body into a black bag, cleaned the blood. When she passed me, she suddenly stopped. My heart jumped. Her hand stretched, grabbed the old woman's foot resting on the seat. With a scream, the foot was placed on the cart and taken away. I collapsed, terrified. Everyone understood the meaning of miscellaneous items. Soon, the train stopped unexpectedly in darkness. The attendant appeared again. "To avoid boredom, we will provide games." The booklet suddenly reappeared in my hand. It listed games: truth or dare, story chain, draw and guess, answer wrongly. Participation was expected. The attendant continued, "You can choose not to participate." "Will you join?" the girl asked. "No, the consequence of giving up is severe." A crying voice said, "I don't want to play." "Are you sure?" "Yes." "Then rest well." Her arm extended again. No one dared refuse again. The game began. A roulette selected players. Choose truth or dare. Failure meant rest. A mother was chosen first. Truth. The question came to me. "Do you have a child?" "No." I was shocked. She was a trafficker. The game continued. Everyone had crimes. When it was the girl's turn, a new rule was added. No 4 consecutive truths. She chose dare and succeeded. The man with glasses chose dare immediately. He got, destroy your left eye. Soon it was my turn. Truth. The attendant asked, what kind of sinner can be forgiven? If the mistake isn't serious, young, and truly repentant, they can be forgiven. She smiled without speaking. Then it was her turn. She chose truth. The man with glasses asked the same question. She replied, sinners should not be forgiven. The game continued until someone drew, tear off both hands. He ran and died. Departure condition met. The train restarted. After a long silence, the next station arrived. It looked normal. The man with glasses asked, can we get off? Of course. People rushed out. I knew I couldn't. The attendant's uniform had turned red. Rules said attendants only wear blue. This wasn't my stop. The girl tried to leave. I stopped her. She hesitated and stayed. The train moved again. The man with glasses stayed too. New passengers boarded, breaking rules, yet nothing happened. The train never stopped again. Panic spread. The man with glasses suddenly shouted, accusing us. Others joined. The girl betrayed me. They moved toward me. Observation complete. Begin elimination. The attendant spoke cheerfully. I'm just an observer. None of you are innocent. The booklet was only for staff, they begged. Too late. Everyone turned into blood. The train is arriving at the terminal Ashford Station. The train stopped. I said goodbye to the attendant and stepped off. For the 102nd time, I regretted choosing this job far away from home.